Hello everyone. Hi Jamian, and welcome to a new Increase Your Financial Intelligence webinar. This webinar is a very important webinar. We used to do it many times before, and now we are launching it again, and you can watch it whenever you are, and of course you can watch it. It's broadcasted also on the eLearn TV live. So I'm really glad to be here now with you guys for this Increase Your Financial Intelligence. We have been promoting financial literacy and financial education since 2015 back then in the region, and now we are launching it uh, worldwide. Especially we used to do it in the Arabic language. Now for the first time it will be in English, as our community is growing more and more here in Dubai and all over the world. You have people from Europe, from the US, from all over the world, and we are so glad here from the region, from Africa, from South America. So we are really glad to see you with us, guys. And this webinar is very important. I need your full focus. I know some people are here and they might be late and they want to check something. Or my advice for you, just focus today, because what you're gonna see, it's something really different and something really new when it comes to the financial literacy. It's not about forex, it's not about trading as many people know me. It's about what made me reach this level, what made me change my mindset, what made me really confident when it comes to the way that I talk, the way that I think about money, about business, about how to grow my income, how to grow my wealth step by step. And many people still need this and still don't know how to do this. And that's why today we are here with you to help you to do this and to make you understand how to do it. First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Abdallah Harfouch, for new people who do not know me yet. I'm an economist. I'm a financial market analyst. I'm a certified financial consultant. At the same time, I'm the founder of the AH Financial Consultancy, was also founding the EcoLearn in all its aspect, the EcoLearn Summit, organizer of the EcoLearn Summit, founder of the EcoLearn Nexus, and we are growing more and more. And also we founded newly the eLearn TV, where you can see now it's being broadcasted on the YouTube. You will see it step by step. We'll talk about all this later on. And our goal and our mission is to help people become more financially independent, financially literate when it comes to the financial literacy in the right way, because also there is financial literacy in a good way and financial literacy for people, as my mentor Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote this book. I don't know if you read it before, Fake. This book, I read it from my mentor Robert Kiyosaki, the person he taught me most of the thing when it comes to financial literacy, not only financial advisors. So he talks about the fake money, fake teachers, and fake assets, and how lies are making the poor and the middle class poorer. So the biggest problem we are facing, that most people accept the fake. Most people accept the lies because they don't know how to differentiate between the real and the lies. So some people come to you and say to you, well, I'm a financial planner. And then he averred to be someone who wants just to, I don't know, he didn't even plan his life, his financials. Maybe sometimes they are brokers, sometimes they are any kind of people who are not really financially able to help you. I'm not gonna name, because this session it's not about naming, it's more about you understanding about financial education and how to grow it. But be careful, as my mentor taught me before. He told me about the fake money, because some people create something and tell you that this is real money, which is a fake money. Some people, they are fake teachers who teach you wrong, and people who deliver to you fake assets, which are not assets. but they are liabilities. We will talk about them all today. So welcome to the Increase Your Financial Intelligence. So here we will be helping you to discover new sources of income to overcome your current financial situation. So first, we have to introduce the financial education. What is financial education? So simply financial education, as this, I took this definition. I didn't create this definition. I took it from Wikipedia. Wikipedia says, financial education is the ability to understand how money works in the world. What do we mean by this? Okay, first, let's start. How someone manages to earn or make it. First, how to earn money or how to make it. This is the first step. Then how that person manages it, because if I have money, the most important part is to manage this money, because it's not about how much money I make, it's about how much money I keep. And this is the importance when it comes to financial literacy. I can be making $10,000 per month, and then I'm spending 15,000. I have a negative cash flow, and I'm borrowing money. And I can be making $5,000 per month, but I'm spending $3,000, and I'm saving. And I will tell you why to save. I'm saving not just to save. I'm having positive cash flow. I love more to say this. I'm having a positive cash flow of almost $2,000. And then how he or she invested to turn it into more. Because when I manage money and I put money aside, I have to reinvest it, because money it's currency, current. It's done not just to be stuck in your bank account to make banks richer. No, it's for you to invest. You know why people put money in banks like savings and they get 3, 4, 5% now? Because they are beating inflation. You know why now the interest rate is 5%? Because simply the inflation is more than 5%. So anyway, so I put it and I invest. Most people put money in the bank because they don't know how to invest. So the bank do the investment, and the bank get, for example, 15%, and they give you 2%, 3%. They make the profit from your money. And this is the problem that most people don't know about. So, and the last thing, how that person donates it to help others. And sometimes a lot of people miss this last point, how that person donates it to help others. A lot of people, what do they say at the beginning? Well, I'm going to make money. I'm going to make a lot of money, and then I will think how to donate, how to help, how to go for charity. It's wrong. It's wrong. None of our religions, none of our religions, all the religion on planet Earth, whether it's Christianity or Islam or any other religion in the world, they say always, on your way to make money, on your way you are making money, you have to help people. Sometimes if you are making 100, you have to help with 2, 3, 5. Sometimes you have to donate. It's not about you making money alone and then to help. It's wrong. And I will make it more simple for you guys so you can understand what do I say. You can never have something if you don't give it. Is it simple? I can never have something. If I want to have something in my life, I can never have it if I don't give it. Let's take an example other than money. If I want someone to say hello to me, I want him to say hello to me. I go on the street, I see him on the next part of the road, and I say, hello. Most probably 90%, I'm not saying 100% always, because 10% maybe he's not in a good mood today. So 90%, he will say hello back. He will say, hello, how are you? So I wanted this guy to say hello to me. I did it before. I wanted a person to respect me. I have to respect him first. That's also applies to money. I want to have money in my life. I have to give it first. It's not the opposite. And that's what they missed where they were raising us in the community. They always like, no, take care of yourself. After this, you will help. I'm not saying I will give all my money when I'm going up. If I'm making 100, I will not give 50, but we can help. And sometimes helping charity or donate, it's not about money also, only. It can be by physical acts, by volunteering, by doing a lot of things. So it's up to you guys. But donating is included. Imagine, guys, it's included in the financial education. And if you miss it, you are missing one of the four main pillars for financial education, which is how someone manages to earn the money. First, you earn, whether from your salary, whether from small things you do, small investment you do, anything. You'll see the 4 ways to make money, to manage it in the right way, to invest it so you can grow it and start multiplying, and then you will be donating at that time. Let's make it more simple. Who knows this game? Who knows this game, guys? Don't raise your hand. Just comment. Okay, so this is Monopoly. Imagine, guys, I used to play Monopoly when I had, almost 7, 8 years, 10 years, but we didn't know what's really about Monopoly. Monopoly, let's do the example. You know these 4 greenhouse and 1 red hotel, the lands, the taxes, and then you have to buy these lands. And if you have 2 lands or 3 lands, it depends, because first you get money from the bank, and then you have it. So if someone pass through your land, they have to pay a fine or a rental or something. This is cash flow. And then if you have 1 greenhouse, they will pay more. 2 greenhouse, they will pay more. 1 hotel, they will pay more, because you are growing now your cash flow. And then you do, and this is something we didn't used to do it. We wanted always someone to win. Did someone told you that in Monopoly 2 people can win instead of 1? 2 people. I used to play it 5 years ago, and we were 2 winning. Why? Because, for example, someone who's in a bad situation and he will lose his land, I was going to this person and I was paying for him, but if someone passes from his land, I was able at some point to Dhruv Patel, guys, it's not here to discuss. Every person who will discuss with other what's your Insta ID or something, we will have to remove him. Here it's to focus. If you are here not to focus and just communicate with others, we will have to remove you. Be careful, guys. Focus with us, okay? So, and then I used to give money for this guy before, and then after this, if someone passed from his land, I get 50%, he gets 50%, because I used to make deal with people there. Like, okay, you have 2 choices. Either you lose your lands for me, or you stay and we get this. So when we focus on this and when we work on this, this is how it happens. So I learned about the mindset. I learned about the negotiation. I learned about the communication. I learned about the creation of passive income and assets. And this is what Monopoly used to do. And then we move to the cash flow game. Who knows about the cash flow game? Here in Dubai, we have 3 cash flow games, and soon we will start playing this game together in our EcoLearn. So we have the cash flow game. This game, it's totally something that will change your mind. It's a cash flow game where you have the rat race. Once you start having your passive income, paying your bills, it will be equal to your expenses, and then you will move to the next level. Of course not. So you can go on YouTube and go for cash flow game. You have an explanation on YouTube how to play the cash flow game, but soon we will start to playing it. So let's go for the next part, which is very important. In 1969, Professor Edgar Dale created this cone of learning. This cone of learning is very important for everyone to know and understand how things work in life. First, I see and I forget, I hear and I remember, I do and I understand. This is Confucius. He used to say this: I see and I forget, I hear and I remember, I do and I understand. So Edgar Dale, Professor Edgar Dale, when he created this cone of learning, he said after 2 weeks, we tend to remember the following. We tend to remember 10% of what we read, 20% of what we hear, 30% of what we see, 50% of what we see and hear, 70% of what we say after 2 weeks, and 90% of what we say and do. And that's why we talk at the end about doing a dramatic presentation or simulating the real experience, simulating like Monopoly, cash flow game. It's simulating this. When we go into the financial market and we have a demo account, we are simulating. We simulate what we are doing. Why? Because this will push us more to remember, to understand, and to have a better understanding of something. We will keep remembering. You know, now people here in Dubai, they play Monopoly, but on the real life. They buy these houses and they rent it. They buy these lands and they build hotels. They get these hotels and they rent it. People are playing Monopoly on the real life. And this is how the simulation may put things in your head. So why financial education is important? First, the advice vs the knowledge. If you go to the 95% of the population, the 95% of the population, they seek advice. They never seek knowledge. Only 5% seek knowledge. 95%, how can I put this money? How can I make money? Take my money and give me a percentage. Let me do this. How can I do this? They always ask advices. And that's why most of the population are being scammed. Because while asking all the time without getting the knowledge, they are getting stuck with fake money, with fake teachers, and with fake assets. And that's why they lose their money. So I'm not saying you don't have to get advice, but it's very different to get advice when you are illiterate financially, when you have no knowledge financially. So anyone can tell you anything and you will accept what he or she will say. You will admit that, okay, maybe they are right. You will pray that God, hope this guy or this girl is really honest with me. While if you have knowledge, you get advice, but at the same time, you can at least differentiate if this advice is real or the guy in front of you is trying to scam you, is trying to fake you. So knowledge is very important, guys. We need a society with more knowledge. I know that 95% don't like the knowledge. 95% just love to get stuck, and someone will do everything for them. And that's why 95% of the population are still in the middle class and the poor class. And the middle class is getting poorer step by step because of this. Because the fake are getting big and bigger. So always seek for knowledge against advice. After you have the full knowledge, you can ask for advice, but at least you will be able to debate. You will be able to ask questions. Not just, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Wow, that like this? Okay, thank you so much. Like some people in my home country, in Lebanon, they used to take advice from who? They took to take advice from their bank account manager. When they were telling them, look, nothing will happen with the Lebanese lira. Everything is perfect. Everything is under control. Then they come, oh, these people are, they said to us it's nice, and then they lost their money. And at some point in Lebanon, they used to do something really nice. If you have debt, for example, 3-4 debt, they come to you. They mix it in only one debt, personal debt for everything. And they will make you pay double interest rate. And then you, on the bigger amount, you will pay more interest rate. And they tell you, look, for your advice, if you can, you put it in one loan, so you don't have 3-4 loans, it will be better. And then after this, they start to advise people, because they are the bankers. They start to advise people, put your money in the Lebanese lira, you will get 15% and 10%, and turn your debt from Lebanese lira to dollars, because you will get less interest rate. So people put all their money in Lebanese lira, and then the crash happened. Their money was nothing now, and then the debt stayed in dollar. So now they have to pay it back in dollars, no matter how much is the dollar now. At a certain period of time, it was on checks, but now if it still they have to pay on dollars. So these are the people who listen to the fake financial advisors. Then we go to traditional education and financial education. A lot of people say, Abdullah, always you say that you don't need to get your traditional education, you need just to get financial education. Well, it's so wrong. So wrong. I'm not against traditional education, especially school. I'm with the school. Of course, I'm against in the school that system where there is no interaction from the student. This system that it's full of tests, working, studying for nothing. No, of course not. But as a traditional education by itself, I'm with, because it gives how to organize things, how to respect time. It gives the academic intelligence. University, I'm not that much with, to be honest, because you can do your own business now. You can learn anywhere. You can get a certificate online. You can build everything you need as skills. No need to go for 3, 4, 5 years to university if you need this. But to be honest, I'm with traditional education. But here it comes, the point. You need to have financial education. You need to have financial education beside the traditional education. So without financial education, our youth or our next generation will have 18 years old. They are going into the marketplace. Maybe they are going to have some more cash to go to university or to help their parents. But if they don't know how to manage this money getting in between their hands, they will become poorer with time. So financial education cannot be, it's not like an option. It cannot be detached from the traditional education at all. And sometimes financial education can replace, but traditional education alone cannot replace the financial education. And this is something very important. So in university, in schools, in everywhere, especially in the last year in schools, at least last year in college, they have to put it in the curriculums of college, schools, universities. It must be there in the right way, of course, not promoting more savings only, because some financial literacy, it's just promote saving. You go, you save, live below your mean, accept your salary, and then after 40 years, you will have saved like this. You put a plan in this insurance, $50 every month. You will get like 100, 200,000. No. Not like this. Okay, so the real financial education. And the last point why financial education is do more with less money. Okay, how can I do more with less money? I was taught when I was a kid that I need to make more money so I can do more things. Is it right? This is not something that you were taught. Most of the people in this Zoom call or in this webinar, they come from middle class or poor families. So this is what you were taught. You have to make more money so you can do things. If you know how to manage your finances in the right way, you can do less with more money. How is this? How can this happen? Okay, these things will go deep. I will tell you, stay at the end, stay till the end, because we have big surprises at the end. We have something that can change totally what you think for the next month, for June. So don't leave before you know this. So when it comes to managing your financials, this means at this point, so personally, if I'm a person who's making $5,000 per month, and you are a person making $3,000 per month, believe it or not, if you manage your money well, between me not managing my money, between me spending on everything without really managing, without seeing if I need it or I want it or something, and without getting the coupons, without getting some discounted places, without getting these 50% things, the person with $3,000 can live the same life a person with $3,000 but managing it well, not being like not being like how to say, okay, I forgot this, greed, stingy, something like this. Yani he doesn't want to pay on anything. So a person like managing the money in the right way, doing everything you do but in the right way, $3,000 can let you do the same thing that a person with $5,000 but not managing at all, not doing something at all, like paying right and left and here and in this store and putting in his house without even using them, can do. So managing money is something very important. So it keeps the activity for you, and you can make, yes, I don't know how to say kahte or bakhil in English. Anyway, so yeah. So 3 main facts about money. Please write this down. It's very important. Okay. 3. Okay, stingy. Deal. So 3 main facts about money. First, money is an idea. Okay, maybe someone followed us on Instagram and watched maybe one of my financial talks that I talk about this already. I forgot to put this. Oh my God. 1 second. 1 second. You can still see the screen. Why this is like this now? Okay, done. Okay, it's good, done. Something happened in my screen. Okay, so when I say money is an idea, is that it's an idea between two mindsets, between the poor mindset and the rich mindset. Always the poor mindset think that money is evil, money is something bad, money is something that you should not aim for, money is something that you should not accept, money is something like a taboo, you cannot talk about money. This is the problem. And even always the poor-minded people say about money like, oh, I can't have this. If they see a car, they want it. I can't have this car. If they see a house, they always want, I can't have this house. If they want to travel 7 times per month, per year, they say, no, I'm just an employee. I can travel 1 time, 2 times per year. I cannot do something. They have a statement, a close statement that says, I can't. And then after this, you have the rich-minded people who thinks about money like a tool. It's not a goal. Poor-minded people, they focus as money as a goal. While rich-minded people, they always talk and think about money, but as a tool. So how can I do this? How can I afford this? How I want to get this car? How can I do? They do the open statement, not the closed statement. They always think, because when you want to see an opportunity and to start grabbing opportunity, attracting opportunities, you have to open your mind. You cannot see an opportunity in your eyes. Oh, I didn't saw this opportunity. No, you see it in your mind. If your mind is trained to see an opportunity, then you will walk down the street and you will look right and left and you will see opportunities. Because our world is full of problems, and opportunities for entrepreneurs come from problems. So most people, they don't see it. So they say money is something good to elevate our level of life, our social status, to help our families, to help other people. They always ask themselves, how can I afford something? They do not say the statement, I can't. So they always think about money, a tool to reach their goals. That's why money, when you talk to money, when you talk between you and yourself about money, and when you talk between you and other people about money, it's about the idea that you have about the money in your head, whether you are a poor-minded people or you are a rich-minded person. Second thing, money doesn't make you rich. Okay, you will say this guy is insane. What he's teaching us now. How money doesn't make us rich. We need money to become rich. Isn't right? Isn't something that you were taught? Is it something that tells you that if you have $1 million, you are rich? Right or not? Do you agree with me? Perfect. So what's really about money doesn't make you rich? Why money doesn't make you rich? When we want to talk about wealth, we talk not about the money by itself. That's why I say that poor-minded people have money as a goal. So when I want to talk about wealth, I don't talk about money. I talk about time. Okay, this is a new concept maybe. I measure my wealth with the time. I don't measure my wealth by counting the money I have in the bank. What do I mean by this? Let's go deep in this. Personally, I will show you a small example. Let's say, for example, Muhammad and I don't know, Elias. Okay, let's say these two people. Let's say Elias have $1 million in the bank. Sorry, $1 million. Let's say 100,000. Let's make it simple. Okay, and then Muhammad has an apartment worth 100,000, maybe a small studio. Okay, it depends on which country. So both of them, okay, they work. Oh my God. Okay, both of them, they work. They have a job. They are making, I don't know, $700 per month salary. Muhammad also have a salary of $700. Let's make the calculation simple, okay? And then Elias has the money. He puts the money in the bank, and the bank give him 5%, let's say, per year, which means $5,000, which means $600 interest rate per, if I'm not mistaken. Let me do the calculation. 100,000 divided times 0.05 divided by 12. Okay, $400. Let's say $500. Okay, interest rate, interest monthly, and Muhammad also is renting his apartment, is يعني have rent of $600 or $700 from his apartment. Okay, so what's happening here? Very simple. What's happening here, if let's say if both of these person, both of them, okay, both of them, they lost their salary, they were laid off, they lost their salary, and now Ilyas has $100,000 in the bank as money. Muhammad has an apartment with $100,000, but he cannot sell it, of course. He's renting it. He's making $700, and Ilyas is making $500 out of his interest rate. Now imagine, in order to pay their bills and eat and get some clothes, small things, Ilyas needs $600 monthly, and Muhammad needs $600 monthly. What's happening with Ilyas every month? CF means cash flow. The cash flow. How's the cash flow? It's negative, minus $100. And the cash flow here is positive. It's plus $100. So eventually, if we stay like this for a couple of months or years, the 100,000 will be done, will end from Ilyas, because he will start taking $100 every month from it. So the interest rate will go down. He will not get any more $600 monthly. It will become $590, $585, $580, and then he will withdraw $120. But the other person, Muhammad, is putting aside $100 every month. After 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, you can do the calculation. Ilyas will become bankrupt, while Muhammad will have savings, monthly $100, compounding. So eventually, the one having money more than the other, Muhammad don't have money at all, don't have any dime, but he has his assets, his the apartment. So money doesn't make you rich, and that's my point when I say money doesn't make you rich. The money by itself does not make you rich. It's what you have and bring you assets and bring you cash flow. This is what makes you rich. Is it clear for you guys? The third thing, 2 things that makes money a problem, guys. 2 things makes money a problem. You tell me, what are these? And that's why I always say, as my mentor says, savers are losers. People who save money in the banks, they are losers. They will lose the value of their money, and they might lose their money, as happened in our country. So, 2 things that make money a problem. What are these problems? The first one, everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Not having enough money. 90%, 95% of people have this problem. Not having enough money. But the problem, the other problem is, which is a little bit shocking, like having too much money. Sometimes having too much money, it becomes a problem. Why? You tell me why. Yes, because he will not, or she will not be able to manage it well. Imagine you have $1 million, you got the lottery, you have $1 million with a poor-minded person. And you tell him, what are you going to do with this money? What are you going to do with this money? Well, I'm gonna buy a house for my family. I'm gonna buy a house. I wanna travel the world. I will get my Ferrari. I will get my Lamborghini. I will do this. I will do this. I will do this. And they start spending, and then they will stay with 100,000, and the last 100,000 I will put it in the bank, or 200,000, so I can be able to get some interest rate, and I'm going back to my job. Oh my God. It happened, guys. It happened. It's happening every day. You see these companies where the founder is dead, for example, and his kids, or I don't know, someone get this, and then they lose the business, they lose the money. Or some people, some sports stars, they used to make millions of dollars, and then now they are poor, because sometimes having too much money is without having the right financial education, without knowing how to manage it, how to grow it, how not to give it to fake people, they will lose it. And not having enough money, it's the common problem that we have. So 3 main facts about money, 3 main things each person must know about money. Okay, please make sure to write down very well. First, 3 main things each person must know about money. First, you must have a plan. You are now here in this free webinar, but you will get a lot of things that you can start applying from tonight. You must have a plan. What do I mean by you must have a plan? You must have a direction when you are going with your finances. The same like you want to travel. The airplane, when the airplane take off from to a certain destination, you know, it's going, for example, from this airport to this destination. If you want to go, for example, for a picnic, you want to do a picnic, normal. You say, okay, I'm going to go for this destination. If you don't have a full plan for your vacation, if you don't have a full plan for your picnic, if you don't have a full plan for your travel, if you don't have a full plan for anything in your life, you will lose it. You will waste time and you will lose it. You will not get the best out of it. What about your finances? What about planning your full life? If I didn't do this, what I'm telling you now, if I didn't do this, I could be like now bankrupt in Lebanon, not in Dubai. Like losing my business, losing my money, not building assets. And that's why you have to do this. You have always, and this is the biggest mistake that someone does. They think that, okay, now it's good time. There's nothing to worry about. And they don't get ready for the bad time. While if you get ready for the bad time, when the bad time comes, you will not be surprised. You will be ready. If we didn't expect the bad time coming, we wouldn't be ready. And we wouldn't be able to save our financial life and our family's financial life and a lot of people's financial life around us in the last 2-3 years at least. Because we were ready. So I hear a lot of people when things are not bad, when their salary are bad, and they say, oh, my salary is not enough, I want to change, let's go do something. If their salary is good, which is the biggest trap they can ever give you, so you can forget your goals, you can forget your entrepreneurial life to build your asset, and then they say, oh no, I'm good, I'm having monthly salary good, I don't need to get out of my comfort zone, I don't need to try this, I don't need to have a plan B. Well, I have a very good plan A. It will always stay like this. Did someone watch Who Moved My Cheese? The video? It's like Han and the Who Moved My Cheese. If you didn't watch it, please go to YouTube and watch it. It's very important. Okay, it's not a book also, so people who wants to watch it, you can go on YouTube. You put Who Moved My Cheese. It's easier to watch it. It's really nice. Also Matrix True. So it's very important because most people would love to be dominated, would love to apply to what others say, would love to be in their comfort zone. Let's say the comfort zone, to be like nice in this. They don't want to bother themselves or their mindset. So it's very important to have a plan. For student and employee who have limited source of income, they should focus on budgeting. When it comes to student and employee, they should focus on budgeting. And then it's easy, and it can be done on a single page of paper. So what's the secret of financial success? What is the simple sentence which is a secret? And now it's revealed, of course, for your financial success. If you want to succeed financially, it's a small test for you guys. After everything I talked till now, this is a test to see who's focusing with me or not. So what is the secret to financial success? What did you understand from this? Financial distribution, dreams, plan, financial patient and plan, investing, mindset, strategy, planning, education, management, right management, cash flow, creating money out of money, knowledge, management, financial education. That's get assisted, first knowledge, financial literacy, you have a plan, money is an idea, escaping the comfort zone, assets, investment. Well, all of these are right, but to resume it, it's this. If you want to succeed financially, you have to get to a place where you spend less than you make. You make 10,000, you spend 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, it depends. You make 20,000, you spend less. So you keep increasing your means, because some of the financial planners, they convince you, okay, now you are getting $1,000, that's keep all your life in $1,000, in $2,000. Don't look for something else, but live below your means. No, what we say, live below your means, but increase your means step by step. I can tell you, I'm a person who love to spend money. I love to spend money, but I have zero debt. I never spend money more than I make. I decided last year that I want to travel the world. I want to make money, a lot of money. I made a lot of money and I spent a lot of money. Not all of them, less. So this is simply, when you want to do something, you focus to increase your means, and then you live below your means, but you keep increasing your means. Every year should be more than the previous year. Okay? So let's start with the plan. You get a piece of paper. It's an A4, guys. A4 like this, any A4. And you put this, income, expenses. Simple. The income sheet, income, expenses. The income part is very simple. Why? Because especially for employees and students, we will take today the simple. We take the simple things. I will tell you later on for the business owner and investor how we'll take this, but this is simple. We will not complicate it with many streams of income. So let's say like we have personally, but let's start with this. Let's talk about employees or students. They have one stream of income, which is their salary if they have a full-time job. If they are student, also if they have part-time job or summer job or things, maybe from their parents they get, maybe some loans, anything. So it's very simple. When you put your income, you put how much, for example, your salary, $3,000, $2,000, you put $2,000 income. That's it. If you don't have anything else. And then you go to your expense. And this is here, everything is, as we say, everything is played here. Okay? يمكن ترجمتها من العربي. Anyway, so what do I mean by this? So I cannot tell you exactly how to spend because it's personal. What I need, someone else needs other thing. If I'm a male, there are females. Every female has its own spending. Every male also has its own spending. So I cannot tell you buy this, sell this, buy this, sell this. But I can give you a guidance about how to do this. And let's start with your need and your wants. So most people don't know how to differentiate their needs from their wants. Imagine, some people think at some point, for example, especially on job or something, I need to travel. I need to travel 2-3 times per year. If I don't travel 2 times per year, I can't live. I will die. I need to go every Saturday to have a party. I need to go to the club. I need I don't know. No, this is not the need. This is the wishes. This is the want. You have to differentiate. Let me tell you example about what you need. Let's say a student. If a student is in a college, because always I address to youth, especially who are in college, in university, what do they need? They need the tuition fee. Without the tuition fee, they cannot go to university. If they are far, they need the dorms. If they are near their house, they will manage it, maybe a car. And I will tell you when the car is a need and when a car is a want. And they need, for example, to buy the books and to eat, of course. Okay? These are the needs. Needs, basic needs. If they don't get these, they will not be able to live. They will not be able to go to university. They will not be able to graduate, let's say. And then the secondary needs are the wants. The secondary needs are the wants, like partying, vacation, etc. So your habits can build your future or it can destroy it. And I will give you about bad habits, something very important about money for students. I used to be a student in the St. Joseph University in Lebanon. And you know, when you are like, we have our friends and things like this, I was calculating a little bit how people live, how my colleague live in the university. Let's tell you how small things you don't see can save you. For example, every single day, my friend couldn't go into the class without getting the Starbucks coffee. Starbucks coffee, which used to be $7 in Lebanon. 10,000 lira or something, 10,000 Lebanese or something. Around $7. 5 days a week, 20 days a month. Let's do the calculation. 5 times 20. This is, 7 times 5 times 20. Can you imagine the number? 7 times 5 times 4 weeks. $140. $140. Let's start. And then it's Saturday. All the week I'm dealing with my teachers. All the week I'm studying. All the week I need to go and have some party in the club. Every Saturday I need to go party. At least you have to pay $50 for the party. 4 weeks to $200. Now we are $340. And then let's be honest. Some Sundays we don't gonna go picnic. During the week, I'm not gonna go with my friends to have some dinner. 2 times shisha, something, dinner, have some fun, a little bit, you know. I'm dealing with teachers all the time. I'm bussing all the time, studying. So let's say another $20 or $25 for all the week. All the week, $25. 25 times 4, sometimes it's 5 weeks. That's 100, 450, let's say $500 per month. This is $500 per month. Cinema, anything. $500 per month, but you are doing nothing. I say like, I didn't do anything. I just took some coffee. Well, let me tell you what I used to do in university. I went to Starbucks. I got the smug of Starbucks because I don't like black coffee till now. I don't drink coffee, to be honest. But I like the Nescafe 3-in-1. It used to be 250 lira in Lebanon. So for every 4, 5, 6, $1. And every day you can get in one or your coffee. and then you can put this coffee in the Starbucks mug, and you can go inside the university and not being bullied if you want. Imagine. 4 times a day. And then instead of partying in the club every week, 1 week here, 1 week karaoke night in your house or a friend's house. You gather, you enjoy. People will come. They will bring with them some things, but it will be like $10, $15. I'm not telling you don't enjoy, don't do this, don't spend $500. But what if we can spend $250 instead of $500? Let's do the calculation. If I can spend $250 instead of $500 per month, how much can I save? 250 times 12 months. This is $3,000, guys. $3,000. Can you know how much business you can build with $3,000? Can you know how much investment you can do with $3,000 and $2,000? Can you know how you can build businesses with these? How you can manage your money in 1 year? And then some people say, I don't have money. And they spend it on shits, to be honest. I'm not saying the full $500 not to spend it. You have to live your life at some point. But the moment that you are bossing in your life, the moment that you are grinding in your life, you have to forget a little bit about this balance life things. You have to focus for 2, 3, 4 years at least to build what you want to build. And then after this, it will come to you. The balance will go different. You have to sacrifice, but you must have a plan, as we said. So that's why I'm telling you, bad habits like these habits I just named to you can destroy your financial future, while good habits that we will talk about in the next slides will give you. One of the good habits, one of the good habits is the following. Always pay yourself first. What do I mean by this? Some people will say, what do you mean by pay yourself first? Very simple. Any time, any amount, anything you get, whether it's $200 or $500 or $1,000, no matter how much it is, you have to put a minimum of 10% aside. Some people will say, well, all what I'm getting, it's just $500. How can I save? Well, first, I'm not telling you save $50. I'm telling you save 10%. That's why when the income will go down, you will save less in amount, but it will stay 10%. When it goes up, you will save more, but it will be 10%. For example, if it is 1,000, it will be 100, 2,200, 3,300, 550. And if you have problem to do this, let's go into the scenario. You will say to yourself the following. What if I'm not making $500? What if I'm making $450? What if I'm not making $1,000? My salary is not $1,000. My salary is $900. Everything you don't see between your hands, you will not feel that you need to spend it. So 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you will get used that you are getting paid $900. So you remove in a special account $100 aside, but you don't remove it to keep it all the time safe. You remove it to reinvest it in the future. 100, 100, 100, 400, 500, 300. You can start a lot of things with $100 per month. You can start a lot of things, a lot of investment. And the first investment you do in life is investing in your financial education, in your mindset. In order to be able to know when I save money, how to save it, when I get money, how to get it, and how to make money about in this. So always you have to do this. You put aside the money before you start spending. You say, I have 900. I don't have 1,000. I will live all my months now on 900, because if you save later on, there is nothing left to save. You will spend the 1,000 by itself. So what is the greatest factor in creation of wealth? This is my mentor, Warren Buffett, says it. The greatest factor in the creation of wealth is time. And some people don't have the patience to wait. A lot of people, they want to make money fast. And that's why they got scammed. And they will get scammed if they focus always on getting rich quick. The biggest factor of wealth in the life, it's time. So let's go to the part 3, which is the financial goals. You must have financial goals. We will not go deep in these. We'll go deep in them starting next week in the How to Manage Your Money program. We'll talk about it at the end. That's why stay. Something super important to do. But what are the 5 types of financial goals or dreams? First is the financial security. 2, financial vitality. 3, financial independence. 4, independence. 4, financial freedom. And 5, absolute financial freedom. What do I mean by financial security? It's the ability to be able to let your assets, we'll talk about the assets now in the next slide, let your assets bring to you a cash flow, and from this cash flow, passive income, not earned income, passive income, from this cash flow, you will be able to pay the financial security, the basic things, the needs for you to live. As we did the example with Elias and Muhammad. They are laid off. He has the house. He has to spend $600 to get maybe the rental of the home. If not his home, that's okay. To have food, to have some transportation if needed. The basics. Without having a salary, without having an earned income. This is called financial security. You secure yourself not to starve. You secure not yourself to have a shelter to live, and you secure yourself to hold during the financial storm until it passes and you start to grow again. Then you go to financial vitality, which is the financial security in addition to some of the wants, some of the additional things, like going to a dinner, going something. But listen to me carefully. This is with passive income, not with active income, not from your salary. This is, you get these goals once you have your passive income giving this to you. And then the financial independency that I thanks God that I got into it the last year. And now I'm stepping to the financial freedom step by step, but the financial independency so far, I'm still. Why? Because the expenses, because listen to me carefully. If your expenses will get more, so sometimes you will get back in your goals. For example, if you are spending, financial independency means $1,000. If you are making $2,000 per month, you need to have monthly cash flow, $2,000 that will cover this. This is full financial independency. But in the middle, you are a middle class, but you are paying your bills, paying your outing, paying everything from your assets, not the luxury things. A little bit, the thing that you live normally in your job, having 2,000, 3,000 salary, but now you are making it passively. So at a certain point in life, you might reach it, but if the expenses, the basic expenses will get more, and then you might go down again to financial vitality. If your assets will stay the same, for example, your assets is giving you $2,000 per month, and then your spending or expenses moved from $2,000 to $3,000 per month, and then you are back to financial vitality, you need to increase your cash flow, you need to increase your investment so you can get again to financial independency. So it's not the moment you get there, you are there. It depends on your income expenses. If your income is equal your expenses from passive income, you are in financial independence. Financial freedom for the people who will start having half of the luxury, some additional trips, additional things outside, traveling, but instead of 1 time per year or 2 times, maybe 4 times per year, 5 times per year, getting some better car, better things, better house. They are living the luxury much more, and absolute financial freedom when you get all the luxury that you need, everything you need with your passive income. I didn't get, last year I used to get to financial freedom. I'm back to financial independency because my expenses got a little bit higher. And then now I'm seeking in the future to get back to financial freedom. But here we are talking about big amounts of expenses and income. Of course, I'm more than financial independence, between the two. But we are looking to reach back. And that's how you put your plan. Every week, every year, you have to check where are you and what is this. You have to plan everything. Without planning, you are in a bad situation. So here, if you didn't, I will give you something, not to get along a lot here in this chapter, in this part. We still have like 15 minutes or 20 minutes. But the next part is even much more important than the first part. I promise you. It's like a sequence. So you can get your 5 ways to boost your financial future, my free ebook. You can go on my Instagram. You can see it here at abdallah.harfoush. This is my only Instagram, guys. Be careful. Any other fake account? No, this is the only one. So, and I don't talk to you privately in Instagram. So if someone talks to you, it's not me. You can grab it. You can know how to set, to read and to start putting a small plan, set and evaluate your goals, generate passive income, understand the difference between good and bad debt. But these are questions. These are not deep trainings about them, but it's very important. Usually you have to read it first and then you can come to the webinar here. So you can move to it step by step, and you can go, you can get it, you put your full name, email address, and then you can receive it. If you didn't receive it, there is a notification under it. So to talk to our team in WhatsApp. So what Robert Kiyosaki says, invest in your financial education, invest your time before you invest your money. To me, it's the smart thing to do. Invest your time before investing your money. Invest in your financial education. And one of the things very important that now we are suffering from, which is happening worldwide now, what's happening in the world economy, this is because of many problems, because of the high debt ceiling in all the in all the countries like US, like Europe, because of the war that's happening between Russia and Ukraine, because all these things, the inflation is getting higher, more and more. What do I mean by inflation and how you must calculate to avoid getting trapped? This is the wage formula, the basic wage formula. You have to write this formula very well. And I'm really sorry for the people who left till now, 10 people or something, because they are missing this. The basic wage formula, this is called the real salary, W real, it's wage or income or anything. W real, this is called the purchasing power. W nominal is basic salary or wage or basic income. P is the price of good and services, which is the inflation. So what's happening now in the world is the inflation. What's happening now in Europe, guys? What's happening in France? What's happening in Great Britain? What's happening in Lebanon? What's happening in, I don't know, in Egypt, in Turkey? What's happening in Russia? What's happening in the US? The purchasing power of the people is getting lower. It's decreasing. But most people look at their spendings from their nominal salary, which is the basic salary or basic income, which is here. So they say, for example, here, I'm getting now $1,000 per month. Oh, they got it into 1,200 per month. They are nice. So they increased, for example, let's say, I'm just giving some numbers. They increased 1,100, 10% my salary monthly. While the inflation increased in 20%, the price of goods and services increased with 20%. So what did really happen with the purchasing power? شو صار بالpurchasing power? What happened? if this increased 20% and this increased 10%, what really happened? The purchasing power is down now. With 10%. Let's take this example. Tariq is an IT manager at a software company. His salary was $24,000 per year in 2019. In 2020, he got a raise of 5%. They told him, you are a good employee, you are nice, you will get 5% more. Now, he got 5% raise on his nominal income, salary. But during that year, in 2020, the inflation hit 10%. Increased by 10%. So what happened exactly? That the purchasing power decreased by 5%. So now, instead of really having 24,000 like the year before, he will not be able to spend 24,000 anymore or 25,200. He will have to spend less, which is now the real salary is 22,800. And this is the problem. And this is the circle of inflation. Why today I'm focusing on the inflation? Because the world financial crisis now is about inflation. We are living in a high inflation, and that's why they are increasing the interest rate. So they get the money from the market to put them saved in the bank, because inflation comes from printing money. They print money out there. So what is the inflationary circle? And you can relate it in any country. What happens? First, the employee asks for a raise. And this is used to happen a lot in my country. Employee asks for a raise. After this, the employer anticipates that now they will keep asking for a raise and protesting, going into the street, asking for a raise. So he will start step by step to raise the price of good and service that he's giving. Step by step, he will increase it. For example, when they start to ask for a raise, they will increase it 1%. And then after this, in 1 month, they increase it 1%. They start to go into the street. They start to ask more for a raise. And then he increased it 1 more %. And then they do a negotiation between the employees, the syndicate, and the business owner syndicate. The government will do this, and they will sit together. And in the last minute, before the big protest in the street, they will say, okay, we will raise the wage officially. And then the minimum salary age wage is raised, or the wage is raised by, for example, 3%. And then they raise it more, 1% here, the employer, for the good and service. Now they increased it 1% plus 1% plus 1% plus 1%. After the raise is given to these employees, now 4% is the inflation. The price of goods and services are increased by 4%, and then their income has increased nominal salary from 3%, and they lost 1% after all this protest and all these ask for a raise. Why? Because if the government wants to raise the salaries, they have to print money. Printing more money means more inflation. So, and the employer will start to raise at the same time. Employers never pay, never admit to have less profit. And when we increase the wages, you know the formula, the profit is equal to sales minus cost. This is the profit of a company. Sales minus cost. Cost, what includes the cost? What include the cost is the wages, is the salaries. So if the cost increase here, and the sales are still the same, so the profit will go down. So even the sales must increase, or the price of the goods that must increase, so the sales will increase, like not in numbers and money. And then all the time, the end person who will pay these taxes or these raise, it will be the person himself who asked for this raise, and it will be more. Do you really get how it happens? Now we are going deep economics, okay? This is microeconomics and macroeconomics. You are going deep in this. Can you understand how people are not really financially literate when it comes to this, and they are paying twice? So now what we have to do, we go to the last part of this. What we have to do if we really want to increase our, to preserve our purchasing power, the real salary. We have to get new money, because if the nominal salary increased 5% only and the inflation increased 10%, I need to create a new money. Hala, what most illiterate people do? You will tell me. The most illiterate people do, what do they do exactly to get new money? They will go to get a loan. Yes, Lama. They will go to get a loan. First thinking, the easiest. I will get a loan. It will cover the minus. So now I'm okay. They think. The other kind of person, yes, Abdullah, they will go to get a new job. And then now they are working 9 to 5 and then 6 to 12. So let's go into these two scenarios. The first scenario, the person who gets a loan from the bank, he's getting a loan. Why? You tell me why. Because his salary or his nominal income is not enough for him to live during that month. So then he got this amount of money. He's financially illiterate. He will spend it not in the right way. And then he will have to pay every month from his nominal salary. He will have to pay the monthly payment. The monthly payment. So let's do this. If you have $1,000 as a nominal salary, and now he has to pay $200 as debt monthly. Now his nominal salary went down to $800. It went down to $800, the nominal salary, while the inflation is still up and moving up. So what he did exactly? You know this say that if you are already going down or moving down in a hole, stop digging. And this person is digging more and more, because that bad debt will bring more bad debt. And then he will sell his house, he will sell everything, he will become bankrupt, and then he will not have money anymore. This is the first scenario. It's not a solution to go there. The second solution, okay, I don't want to get a debt, a loan. I will go to get a job, another job. Now, this might sustain your purchasing power for 1 year or 2 years, because now you have an additional income to cover this. But let's get the scenario. Socially, you are done. You are working from morning till night. If you have a family, you are not seeing your family. If you want to live, you are not living. If you want to go out, you can't go out socially. And this makes a lot of depression for a lot of people. Some people suicide because of this, commit to suicide. And then the other thing, okay, and what if the inflation kept going up, or keeps, going up? Now you covered the 5%. Now the inflation is 20%. Now you need a new 10%. What do? You go for the loan? This is the difference between the rich-minded people and the poor-minded people. Instead of going into all these, first, as a financially educated person, I anticipate where I'm going. Second, I start to plan to get more on this. And here are the 4 producing income. You have the first two, employee and self-employed, any person who wants to get this new money to beat inflation at some point, another job, or they start to do something for themselves, but on a personal level. The employees, they have a job, they sell their time for money. The self-employed, they own a job, they sell their time also for money. These two, they always sell time for money. If they don't give time, there is no money. And guess what? Our time is limited. Our day is 24 hours. Our working time is no more than 16 to 18 hours for a certain period of time. So this is limited. So my cash will be limited, but the inflation will be sometimes unlimited. What we will do then? And that's why where 95% of the population are. And it's not like a secret, or it's not something shocking to see that only 5% of the wealth in the world is between the hand of these people. While if you go to the right side, and this is why I keep focusing on the business, entrepreneurship, investment, and the four assets, the three assets that we'll talk about. Because business owner, they own a system. They use the leverage of time. In any company, you can build any company, you can build anything, any online business, anything. You own a system, and this system will bring money for you. You will work less, you will make more money in the future. But of course, while building, you will work more than an employee. When you have your own business, this is not something easy or anything, anybody can do it. You have to treat your business as a job until it pays you as a business. This is the only way to make it, and even more than a job. 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day sometimes, for 7 days. Yes, you have to sacrifice. But what will bring you once you build your system? It will bring you everything you want. The business owners, many business owners, they are not college degree. They didn't even graduate from sometimes school or university, but they created a system and they hired the employees and the self-employed in this system. And these hardworking with the highest GPA, they are working for them to make money, and they are making the most money, the business owner. And then the investors are people who let their money go and bring them more money. And once I focused on becoming a business owner, creating the system, and being an investor, making my money work for me, this is the moment I start to move from the left side to the right side. And it took me almost 3 to 4 years to do this. I'm telling you guys, it's not easy. 3 to 5 years. It's not 1 year. It's not 2 years. It's not 3 years sometimes. It needs between 3 to 5 years to really start feeling it, to really build your assets, to really learn, understand, and to get to it step by step. Some people don't wait 6 months. If they don't see instant result, they leave, they stop, they quit. There is a price you have to pay for everything. Choose which kind of price you have to pay. You will pay a price to stay the way you are for the next 75 years. Every year you do it again as an employee or I don't know, self-employed even. Or you pay the price for 2, 3, 4, 5 years to start living the life you want after this. This choice is yours. I can't be in your place. You have to decide, not me. I took the choice for myself, and I'm super satisfied with this choice. I've worked hard since 2014, guys. It's been 9 years. It's not an instant success. I'm not succeeding instantly. It took me so much time because of many circumstances, even though in the hardest time, even in the economic crisis, even when the highest risk happened to me, the country risk. The highest risk in any company is the country risk, and we had it. Imagine. But once you have a plan, once you have the mindset, even if you lose all your money, you will rebuild it. You will create it. And you know, this is statistic that went into Facebook in 2000. I used to give it in 2019. This statistics show the following. If you take the money, okay, if you take the money from everyone on planet Earth, the richest people and the poorest people, and then you join it and then you distribute it equally to each person on the planet, to the 8 billion people, after a certain period of time, the poor will be poor again and the rich will get richer again. You know why? Because money doesn't make you rich. Because it's never about the money. It's about the idea that you have about the money. It's about the plan. It's about the mindset. It's always about the mindset. It's never about the money by itself. And that's why the poor are poor, because they focus on money. Guys, money is a result. It's a result of everything we are talking about today. It's just a result. So how do people on the right think differently from the people on the left? Also, we will go deep later on in this. So last thing to say, income and balance sheet. And this is, I keep that for the last because the most important. Also, I hope this webinar is really giving you a value. You are really getting more knowledge about this. Okay, so this, I know that you have been like for 1 hour and a half, but believe me, guys, I can do it in 30 minutes, but I cannot give you this value in 30 minutes, to be honest. Okay, so income and balance sheet. And I will tell you something. When I saw this, everything changed in my life. The income and balance sheet is not restricted for the companies only. It's every person, every single person like you. It's a company. Every single person from you is a company. You are a small company. And what does your income and balance sheet look like in the simplest way? I'm not going to go deep. This is in the deepest program, which is the How to Manage Your Money program. But income and balance sheet, understand this, guys. You have your income, you have expenses, you have your assets, and you have your liabilities. Okay? Income, expenses, assets, liabilities. So what's the difference between the assets and liabilities? Assets are everything you own. Very simple. I will not make it complicated. Everything you own that bring to you cash flow, that bring to you money into your income sheet. Anything you own, anything, and bring you income. While the liabilities are everything you own and let you pay expenses, let you pay money. So let's have some things. Your saving are part of the assets. Yani part. When you diversify, it's part. Because why? You are getting interest rate. This is bringing you cash flow. But is it really good? No, for me. But it's an asset because it brings you money to your pocket. Passive income. Your business, whether it's an online business, and when I talk business, I'm not talking about self-employed. I'm not talking about architect. I'm not talking about engineer. I'm not talking about a lawyer. I'm not talking about, I don't know, graphic designer, doctor. I'm not talking about you doing teacher, coach, normal coach. No. I'm talking about a business with a full system, using the leverage of time, about at least 10, 20 people inside this business and the system. And you have the passive income in it. If you don't work, everything will keep working. Then the real estate, especially you have 3 kinds of real estate. You have the capital gain when you buy a real estate, and get ready, guys. 15 June, the Ecoleur Nexus and the Alpha Woman will have a surprise for you regarding the real estate. Okay? So real estate, you have 3 ways to make money in real estate. Whether you get your investment in real estate, okay, and you buy your house or a land and then you sell it on a higher price, so you make money. Or you buy something and you rent it, you have a cash flow. Or you are a broker and you buy, sell without having something, you sell something, you get money in this. There is a lot of them. But really the cash flow come from, when it comes to real estate, from the renting, or capital gain if you buy and resell it, like flipping house or something. هلا, paper assets are the stock, commodities, options, and foreign exchange, the forex. Also, it's an asset because it can bring you money, especially now with the automation, especially now with the things that's happening. You can save a lot of time, especially in what we do. And tomorrow, by the way, we have a presentation for the Alpha Universe when it comes to what we do and how we use the foreign exchange market and the stock market to create assets and to make cash flow. So if you don't want to miss it, talk to the people who invited you. Make sure to jump on the call to tomorrow with us. It will be super, super, super important because most of our community is doing this. Okay? So in this, and we are building this business. So we have some solutions in this, and you can be part of it. And I bet that you don't want to miss it, to be honest. Take a look at it. It will be so beneficial. So if you are on this call and you want to know, because we are known in this, how to create passive income when it comes to the financial market with the right people, with the right community of traders, with the right person who will give you the ability to make it, do not miss talking to the people who invited you and to be on the call tomorrow with us, okay? Or get your recording for the presentation in English. Okay, tomorrow will be in Arabic, okay? So make sure to talk to the people directly. So this is the asset. Halla, on the right side, you have the liabilities. And the liabilities are loans, except business loans, of course, like car loan, housing loan, education loan, everything that makes you pay money. Some people say, well, I got a housing loan, but it's my best asset that I have a house. No, if you are not renting your house, this is not an asset. If you are paying every month from your earned income, from your salary to your rental, this is not a passive income. This is not an asset. This is a liability. And you want to know something very nice? Check this, guys. Check this. This is the balance sheet of your bank. Your bank. Income, expenses. The loan that you get, the car loan that you get, the housing loan that you get, the educational loan that you get, it creates cash flow for the bank. So this is an asset for the bank. This is a liability for you. Your savings, why they give you less in saving? They take from you more in the loans and they give you less in savings because it's liabilities. It's a liability for the bank. This is the balance sheet. How a bank can advise you while there is a conflict of interest between your personal growth and the bank's personal growth. This is where most people, I will not gonna say it in the hard way, okay? This is where most people who are financially illiterate, they get stuck and they lose their money because they got advised from the people where their balance, I'm now talking about the bank. You can relate when it comes to the financial market. You can relate when it comes to other things in real estate. Can relate. It starts with B, the name. So everything, their balance sheet is different from your balance sheet. So that's why when they advise you based on their own interest, not on your own interest. That's why you have to listen to know who to listen to. So the three different assets, in every society, you have the poor, middle class, and rich class. Look how the poor class looks like. The poor class look like the income, everything they have in income, directly they go for expenses. They even can't get a car loan. They even can't get a loan to have liabilities. They can't do anything. They are in the worst situation. Well, the middle class people balance sheet and income sheet is income, and then it goes to liability. They pay the liability, the loan first, and then the rest go for the expenses. They don't have assets. They never think about assets. And that's why during the crisis and financial storms, as I always say, and financial crisis, and inflation, like it's happening now, they become poor. And look, guys, how, and this is very important, look how the rich class, the wealthy class, has the balance sheet. First, they pay themselves first. Okay, they pay themselves first to create the assets, to start building the assets, and then the rest they spend it to live during the months. And then once they create the assets, they buy their liabilities, the luxury cars, the travel. They do everything with the assets, the money brought by the assets. And this is how they start to accumulate wealth. This is simple. I'm giving you in the simplest way in this 1 hour and a half. But let me tell you something. And this is something I'm doing it one time. Trust me. And I'm really confident about this. I'm doing it one single time. The How to Manage Your Money program that took the region by storm before, especially in Lebanon. And after this, is back. And I will be doing it in person. Starting next week, the 3rd Tuesday, 30th of May, for 5 full sessions. It's an in-deep program where I will be explaining and putting the plan with you, how to do this and how to have the full plan to move from this part, from employee and self-employed, and to have a pure, clear plan and vision for the next 2 to 5 years, to 3 years to 5 years. Everything we talked about today, I will go deep with you in it, in a very, very, very special price. It's not because I'm doing it live. It's not recorded. It will be with me live. Of course, if you have a problem on Tuesday, you cannot watch. There is a replay for 48 hours every week. You can watch it back. So this program is specially done for you guys, so you can be able to increase your financial knowledge. At the end, you will get a certificate of completion and pass of the test. There is a test, of course. You cannot get your certificate if you don't go into the test and you pass it well. So we understand who really watched it and not, who really understood it and or not. And every test will be different from the other. We are only taking, and let's focus on this. We are only taking 15 person for this program, because I cannot handle a big number for this, because we will have discussions, we'll have some Q&As and anything. In this, for only the people who are here or who got into this webinar. So it will be, we will have a super special offer. Normally the offer that you saw that I put yesterday is 50% from $990 to $500, but only for the people who are here now. And they can tell us, we have been in the Increase Your Financial Intelligence. It will be only $400 for the full 5 session, adding with you guys something very important, which is a once per month meeting with me after this it's done, like July, August, and September, 2 hours to follow up with you the plan that you did in this increase, in this How to Manage Your Money program. So I will be following up with you with this plan in person, one by one. I cannot take more than 15. And this offer will be for the next 48 hours, but only for the 5 first people who talk to us. Okay? The first 5 people who talk to us, or you talk to the people who invited you, or how you got into this call. So make sure to talk to us in this, and you will get this. After this, it will go back to the normal 50% that you are giving for the end of the week. And for next week, it will be $990 back normally. So for the next 48 hours, it will be pure. And of course, this is something that I'm doing now. I'm adding 3 sessions, every session minimum 1 hour to 2 hours per month, to follow up your plan. And I will be helping you with my personal experience, how I did it, to put the full plan and to start going step by step. So when you get back in October and you put the full plan, you will have a full plan with a full strategy to make 2023, the half of it, your best part, and 2024 will be the year where you will start growing your passive income step by step, and I will be guiding you and helping you through this. Okay? And then we will open the membership soon for the EcoLearn Nexus. We will launch the membership for the EcoLearn Nexus and the Alpha Woman at the same time. So you will be able to be part of the EcoLearn Nexus community, focusing on the financial education, playing with us the cash flow game. We will do it where we are. If we go to Lebanon, we'll do it in Lebanon. If we go to Egypt, we'll do it in Egypt. If we'll go to here in Dubai, if we are, we'll do it here. So we will increase the best that we can. We can play it also online at some point. We'll see how to do it. We'll have an academy especially for us. We'll have a lot of things for the EcoLearn Nexus members. So make sure to get it. And it will be, believe me guys, it will be the best decision you ever took. And for the people who wants to know more about the Alpha Universe project that we have, and the project we launched already, where we made our profit, where a lot of people are making their profit, passive income when it comes to the financial market, by our help, because alone you will not be able to do it at all. Just let's be honest in this. So also talk to us and be with us tomorrow when it comes to the presentation for this project, in-depth presentation for this project. And the most important thing, do not miss being part of the How to Manage Your Money program, because after this, I will not do it anymore personally. It will be recorded and it will be on the EcoLearn Academy as a recorded session. We will not have the interaction as we will have it. And believe me, the offer that I'm doing, sometimes I cry when I do this offer, but I want you to become financially illiterate. I want you to reach the way that I reached, and I'm still going to reach in the future. I want you to understand how things happen, and everything you took, you will see it on the eLearn TV. I will show you how you can go. You can go on the eLearn TV on YouTube. It's very important to go there also. Okay, I will open it for you. This is the eLearn TV. You can see it. This is the eLearn TV. Make sure to subscribe to the eLearn TV. You have a lot of things there going on. You have the How to Manage Efficient. You have everything, the interviews, everything we are doing. It will be the place where we will be doing everything. When you as a business person also, you will be able to have your interview if you are a member with us in the future, where we will be putting a lot of things. We will be adding a lot of things. So we are rebuilding big time all the community, and the How to Manage Your Money program will be in English, by the way. It won't be in Arabic. It will be in English. Anyone who understands English, he can be part of it, and it will be done privately with us only for the first 15 people. Okay? So make sure to be in the school. Later on, if it's recorded, anyone can take it. But for the in-person direct training, it will be only for 15 people. 5 people will get the super special offer, which is $400 in the next 48 hours. If less, if we got 5 people in 24 hours, it will be done. We will tell you about it. We'll be super transparent. But make sure to get your decision. Do not hold, and invest in your financial education, guys. This is the first thing I did. I invested in my financial education before I invest in anything else. Thank you so much, guys. Hopefully, this session was really beneficial for you. This already If you join us next week, it will be super amazing for you. If not, already you have the knowledge now. Already you can know how to start at least somewhere at some point. But at the same point, if you want to know more and if you want to really take charge of your life, you take charge of everything you want from your financials, you are invited to be with us starting next week. So see you guys. Thank you so much for your time.